feel like it made me a better.
I'm at the top of my game. I'm who they hate. This shit come with the fame. That's how I knew that I made it.
Hey Diva, it's Monee, the baddest, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, where the girls are living life like it's the weekend forever. I know it's been a while, but I'm finally sitting down answering your questions. I have put a question box on my Instagram page and said, ask me anything about my breast reduction, because I know when I was looking into it, I was so scared, I was so nervous. So I just wanted to make sure that I give you all the tea and all the details you need to make an educated decision for yourself. Just to give a little backstory, I got my surgery done March 6th, I believe. I got it done by Chelsea Snyder, Dr. Chelsea Snyder in Plano, Texas. And the office is called Vita Bella Plastic Surgery. I'll say, first of all, I loved my doctor. The way I found her was, there's this girl on TikTok and Instagram, her name was like Peyton's Place, and she did like a breast reduction video and it went viral. And so basically she tagged her doctor, and so I actually went on the website, set up a consultation because it was close to where I was. She's in Dallas as well. And I set up a consultation with her doctor, and it was a man. So the man doctor had no availability. So then they were like, oh, do you want to book a consultation with Dr. Chelsea Snyder? And I was like, at first I was a little apprehensive, but then I looked at her photos and I was like, okay, yeah, let me just do the consultation. So if you have not, please check out my other videos of why I decided to finally go through with getting a breast reduction and my surgery days and my first 2 weeks of recovery. I vlogged that. And I also have another video about my breast reduction. It's definitely in a playlist, so go ahead and check out those other videos where I go more into depth about all the behind the scenes and the prep for the surgery. But after talking to Dr. Chelsea Snyder, she was cool. I liked her. She was really, really cool. She made me feel comfortable. She was young. In my previous video, I talked about debating between 2 different doctors, and watch those other videos and you'll know why. But I'm so happy with my results with Dr. Snyder. She's cool as hell. I was able to ask all of my crazy questions because if you're new here, I have been debating getting a breast reduction for a long periodically time, okay? But I was so nervous about the way I was gonna look, the scars, and all the things. So now that I'm officially 3 months post-op, I can say that I am very happy with my decision. Now, do I miss my big boobs? Yes, I do miss them sometimes. Like my previous videos, I love the big boob look. I loved my boobs. They were just hurting me. Now that I'm older, I want to go for a more just a smaller silhouette. I just felt like I didn't want to be voluptuous at all times. It was just a lot sometimes. I had trouble finding clothes. I couldn't fit anything. I was just getting really frustrated with my life on a day-to-day basis. So that ultimately made me decide to finally go through with the surgery. I can talk forever, so let me get into the actual questions. So the first question was, how has recovery been? Would you recommend the lipo? So I did get a breast reduction. People always ask, did I get a lift as well? The lift naturally comes with the breast reduction. They're gonna lift you up. So that's number one. Number two, I decided to get lipo. I got upper and lower stomach. I didn't get my sides, which I wish I would have did, but I just decided if I'm going under, let me go get all the shit that I want done, you know? So I would say recovery, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say pain level for me was about a 7.5, 8, and I only say that because of the lipo. The lipo hurt more than anything because they taking that tool and they're ramming it. Literally, my stomach hurt more than anything. I didn't have no pain in my boobs for real. I think the biggest hurdle was going to sleep. Sleeping, they say sleeping is hard, and I know a lot of people recommend a pregnancy pillow. I didn't do that. I had got one of those back pillows that you use to sit in the bed when you sit up. I have one of those, so I just use that. I naturally have a lot of pillows, so I just kind of barricaded myself in my bed. But recovery wasn't that hard, honestly. I think the hardest part for me was looking at the scars. Yeah, I feel looking at the scars and looking at my body afterwards was the most traumatic part. I'll say the pain, I feel I could handle. I was prescribed pain medicine. I really took it easy. I slept most of the days. I took a week off of work, and then I worked a week from home. And then by the 3rd week, I was back into the office. I only go to the office 2 days a week. Everyone was really surprised and my bounce back pretty much. But honestly, I'll say I think the gym helped with that because I worked out a lot. I wanted to lose some weight before I got the surgery, and I was able to really bounce back pretty fast. Of course, I waited my 6 weeks before going to the gym, but the recovery wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Now, it did hurt, like I said. Maybe if you just, I know I have some people in my life who have gotten breast reduction and they were back to their normal lives like the next week, because the breast reduction part didn't hurt. It was the lipo that hurt. Lipo hurt. Like the girls on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, lipo freaking hurts. Breast reduction really didn't hurt. Of course, you feel some pain and, you know, soreness, but like that lipo hurt. Like you can't walk, you gotta sit up a certain type of way. Sitting up hurts, laying down hurts, and you can't get out the bed. You gotta like, everything was like I had to do things a certain type of way. So that really hurt. Now do I regret it? No. Now that I know what it feels like, I would definitely do it again. I'm like, I see why they say like surgery's addicting, because now I'm like, it's not even like body image of how I want to look. It's like, oh, okay, damn, I wish I would have got some more fat taken out. Like I'm like, oh, I should have got my sides. I'm like, I would want to do lipo 360. Like, let me get my flanks, let me get my back. Like now I know what I feel like, I can do it. You can really thug it out. It's really manageable. So not to be promoting like, oh, just to get surgery, but like it's really not that bad. Like it, and I'm a scaredy cat. Girl, I'm somebody, I don't like pain. I'm scared of pain. I was so terrified to go under. That was like my biggest thing. I was terrified of scars because I love my body. I like the way I have like really no marks on my body. I'm a very vain person. So that was driving most of my worry. So yeah. The second part of that question was, would you recommend the lipo? I would do it again. Like if I got the coin, don't be surprised if I do lipo 360, because I'm like, baby, just take all the fat out. Like take it all. I want the back, I want the flanks. I wish I could have did everything. I don't even know why I didn't do all of that, but I would definitely get lipo again. Like, let me pay these balances down, and then I might let it back on the table. How has it affected your body image and self-esteem? I would say my self-esteem definitely skyrocketed after getting a breast reduction. I feel like I just always felt so self-conscious. I felt like I couldn't fit anything. I felt just so big and voluptuous all the time that I feel like it really helped my self-esteem. I feel like my self-esteem went up tremendously. I feel like my body image went up tremendously. Like, of course, I feel like everyone has a little bit of body dysmorphia, but like, yeah, I feel like it helped it overall, like honestly. How has the breast reduction impacted your daily activities or lifestyle? Oh my gosh, my daily lifestyle. I feel like immediately when I'll say that third week when I went back to work into the office, I noticed the changes immediately. The way my office is set up, like the parking lot is really big. So I have kind of a little bit walk from the building to the parking lot. I used to be out of breath, especially in this Texas heat or if it's cold outside. I used to be out of breath. I used to be like, my back is hurting. I used to dread walking to and from the parking lot. And I can say now, like when I went to work that third week and I was walking, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm not out of breath. I can walk. Like I wasn't complaining. I feel like I noticed it when I was walking with my coworkers. Like we would be walking from building to building or doing different things, and I would notice, I'm like, damn, bitch, like I'm out of breath. My back hurt. Nobody complaining. Like nobody's complaining but me. And in my head, I'm not like, I don't want to say it out loud because I'm like, dang, ain't nobody else, you know. I remember I worked this maths game, and we were walking around so much, and I remember I was like, somebody had asked me to do something, and my coworker was like, she was gonna do it. I said, well, okay, well you do it. I'm about to sit down. Like I needed breaks to just sit down if I walked too much. Like a lot of pressure I feel like has been taken off my back, honestly. Even stuff like getting out of the bed or rolling over on the bed, like my daily activities, like going to the gym, just everything's just a more enjoyable and tameable experience. I just feel like my titties ain't slapping all across everywhere at all times. I can fit stuff better. And a lot of people have been asking about my clothes. Honestly, my clothes still fit. Honestly, like I didn't lose that much weight, but like my clothes still fit. Everything just fits better. Like I'm not like nipping and tucking and trying to make shit work, you know? So yeah. So I made a list of things that I've noticed and changes that I've just noticed and how my life is different since having a breast reduction. If y'all want that video, I've been like keeping a note in my phone. So if y'all want that video, let me know and I'll make that. Do you put anything on the scars? Yes. So right now I am like scar training, or I'm doing scar treatment right now. I'm using just silicone tape on my scars and on my nipples, and then also I do have was it bio oil, and then I think it's Moderna. I have the scar gel. So I have all those three things. My doctor told me just to use the scar tape right now, but I did see some girl on TikTok saying like the bio oil and putting it on with Aquaphor helps. I've been doing that. I haven't been as consistent with the tape as I should be, but I say like 70% doing it. I have that all linked in my Amazon shop for surgery needs if you want to look to see like everything that I have. How bad are the scars? I don't think they're that bad, honestly. Scarring was like my #1 worry. Like I said, I'm very vain. I like how my body look. Like, skin is flawless, and so I was worried about scarring. It's not really that bad. It's really not. Like, I would ask my friends to send me pictures of their boobs when they got breast reductions, and I'm like, can you please show me the scars? And I would see it, and I'm like, dang, like, but I feel like because I'm darker, #1, like, it's not as bad. #2, it's really under your boob, so your boob overlaps it, so you really can't see it, honestly. I mean, I would, at a scale of 1 to 10, I guess I would rate it about a 7. Like, my OBGYN, I remember when I was like talking about getting a breast reduction for years, and she was like, you're gonna have scars. If you don't want scars, don't get a breast reduction. And honestly, because scarring was my #1 worry, I think that having the scars does outweigh the pain of having all of that, you know, weight on your chest. So honestly, I think it's a good exchange. I know that was like the biggest thing I was worried about. Everybody was like, oh my God, like that's what you're worried about? Yes, but it's not that bad. How long was your recovery? So she told me my recovery be 6 to 8 weeks. So like I said, week 3, I went back to work. I was walking around doing more, and immediately after surgery, they do tell you to walk around just to get the blood flowing again because you're just not waking up. But 6 to 8 weeks is like the typical recovery time, which, yeah, I think I literally waited my 6 weeks to go back to the gym, and after 8 weeks, I feel like I was perfectly fine. Like, I was back to normal. So really not that long. How much did you pay out of pocket? This is really tricky because I honestly don't know how much I pay out of pocket. So of course, insurance did cover some of it. Okay, insurance does not cover lipo. Lipo is cosmetic. They don't cover my insurance. I don't think insurance period covers lipo. So I pay out of pocket for that. With the breast reduction, my insurance did cover that, but I didn't meet my deductible. Like, the whole insurance thing was very new to me. I went through a whole adulting one-on-one session learning about how insurance works. So I don't want to disclose how much I pay out of pocket because I'm sure there's better ways and a better route that I could have went down. But my doctor does take insurance, so it really just depends on like where you are with your insurance. But I did get it covered. I pay out of pocket for lipo. I think it was around like $5,000 for the lipo. So yeah. What are you expecting from yourself / your body now that you're a smaller size? I don't know. A lot of people had asked me this, but I really just expected my clothes to fit better. I expected my self-esteem to go up because I felt like I'll feel more comfortable in my body. I really want to hone into my personal style. I feel like having smaller boobs, I can fit better clothes, I can find better things, and I just want to like have a better wardrobe. I just feel like my boobs were just kind of holding me back from a lot of things, and I feel like I just feel more confident, honestly. Like, hopefully that answers that question. I don't know. A lot of people ask me that, like, what do I expect after I have surgery? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I had a lot of confidence before surgery, and I feel like I still have that same confidence after, if not even more, because I feel more comfortable within my body. And I was in the gym heavy before, and I'm in the gym heavy still now, so I think it all just kind of brought it all together. Like, I feel like I'm on this, like, grown woman journey of just, like, molding myself into the girl who the woman I see myself. And so I just think that this was a part of that step. So I feel like it made me a better bitch. Assumptions or fears you had before versus the reality of now after surgery. I feel like I kind of talked about that all throughout this video. The scarring was the biggest thing for me. I was very fearful of going under because I had never been under during surgery, like for surgeries. Well, I did have my wisdom teeth pulled, but other than that, that was a long time ago. I was really nervous. I like freaked out the day of surgery. I literally could not stop crying. I was like, I don't know if I'm making the right decision. And then, I mean, post surgery, like I woke up and I was just like, oh, that's it. Like, oh, I didn't even know that it was happening, you know? So that was really, that was crazy. That was crazy. Like you literally just wake up and your surgery's done. So that was a big fear. I assumed that after my surgery, I was just gonna be skinny and I was gonna, like my boobs were gonna be, you know, how they were supposed to be, and I was gonna love it, but that's not what happened. I'll say, like, after my surgery, I've seen some girls start to say this more recently, but surgery literally is all mental. Like, I cannot believe, like, how many people don't talk about this, but surgery is really mental. It takes a mental toll on you. You sit in a house, your body hurt, your body's actually bigger than what it probably was because you're so inflamed. And like, I know with lipo, they like fill you up with liquid to like to blow up your stomach to do the lipo. So it's just a lot of things going on. It's a lot of changes. You're bleeding, you need help, and so it's really all mental. I cried so much. So I really just assumed that I was gonna wake up and love my body, but that is not the case. I didn't want to look at my scars. I didn't want to look at my boobs. I didn't want to change the gauze that I had. My mama had to do everything. Like when I took my first shower, I was freaking out. I did not want to touch my body. It was really scary. Like, I don't know what was wrong with my mind, but like, it was just, I was frantic. I was scary. Like, I feel like I kept saying like, oh my God, I have Frankenstein boobs. My boobs were so pointy. They were so high up. I felt like they looked really small for my body, because I told my doctor when I wake up, I do not want to look like a little boy. I don't want small boobs. I just want them to be smaller. Like, that was always my thing. I said I wanted to be, if it was up to me, I would have wanted to be a double D. I feel like double D boobs are perfect. They're big, but they're not like obnoxiously big. But in order for insurance to cover it, I had to meet a certain type of gram. They had to take a certain amount of grams out. And so my doctor said she took out a little bit more than the insurance told her to, because she was like, I'm gonna take out just enough for your back to not hurt. Because she was like, if I don't take out, you know, this specific amount, your back is still gonna hurt. And even when the day of surgery, she was marking me up and she was like, when you wake up, do you want to be on the larger side or the smaller side? And I said larger side. And I'm glad I said that, because if this is the larger, I can imagine what the smaller was. Like, you know, like I said, I never wanted smaller boobs. I really didn't. It really was because I was so uncomfortable. I just started to feel like a can of biscuits every day when I woke up, and I just hate that feeling. So I don't know, I just really assumed that I was gonna love my body, and I did not. It took time. I feel like, so I'm 3 months post-op, pretty much 90 days in. I'll say the middle of May is probably when I was like, okay, I like my body. Like, every time somebody asks me, I'm like, it's an adjustment. It's an adjustment. It really is. Like, they have to grow on me. Now they're really cute. They are. And I'm like, these not even titties no more. They cutie patooties. Like, I don't know. I just really thought that I was gonna fall in love with them, and I didn't. Now I like them. I still wish they were a little bigger, but everybody's like, no, like your boobs are good for your size. Like, you can see your shape. Like, I do like the way my silhouette looks. I love the way my body looks. I'm happy with my decision. So that was a big like night and day. I did not think I was gonna react like that. Like, I was so scared to touch them. I didn't even want to look at them. I didn't want to do nothing. Like, it was really crazy. It's really all mental. You really got to be mentally strong to like go through surgery. That's something that I definitely learned. Somebody asked me how long my surgery was. I think it was about 2 to 3 hours, I believe. I don't think it was that long. Okay, somebody asked me, how big were you and how small did you go? I have body dysmorphia already, and I'm worried about being thrown off. You look great, by the way. How are you feeling about your new size? So I originally was a 38G. I don't know what size I am now. I really just wear my little cute little sports bras around. I know my doctor said that I was going to be a large C, small D. Do I look like that to y'all? I don't know. Like, she was like, do you know what a D looks like? A D is still big. And a lot of people have been telling me like, oh, India, your boobs are still big. And I'm just like, aren't they? Like, I don't know. I haven't got size. I do go to the doctor later this week. So maybe I'll get a size. I don't know what I'm going to get. But like I said, I told her I wanted to be on the larger side. We all have body dysmorphia. I feel like I still even have body dysmorphia to this day. I feel like I have not lost enough weight. I want to be smaller, and everybody's like, oh my god, you've gotten so small, because I've lost a lot of weight in the past like years. But I'm not feeling my new size. I like it. Like I said, I wish they were a little bit bigger, but that's because I'm just used to having like big boobs. I feel like it's an adjustment, but I like them. I'm happy I got it. I don't regret it. One thing I do recommend is joining the breast reduction Reddit group. I was able to write in there and like see photos of other people, ask questions. People put their concerns, their comments and questions and concerns. That helped me tremendously. Every little scare and fear and thought that I had, I went to that group. I feel like those are the only people who got where I was coming from. Even like everybody's experience is different. Even like my friends who've gotten breast reductions, like a lot of them woke up and was so happy they loved their new body, and I did not experience that. And talking to people in the Reddit group, like I really realized that I was not alone. So I really leaned on that group to help me through this like mental, you know, it's such a huge change, and everybody's experience is different, but I'm so happy that I went to that Reddit group because they eased my fears a lot, and they just kept like letting me know that like your body's going through a major change. It's a mental game. It's a waiting game, and you go through so many different changes, like day to day, week to week, month to month. Like I know, like my doctor told me, like you're not gonna see like the final result until like a year. So I'm only like 3 months in. So yeah, that group really helped me. I think those were all the questions I received. Again, if y'all want to know that list that I have of things that I've noticed and the changes from having big boobs to small boobs, let me know. If you have any more questions, leave them down below. Please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps the girl out. Y'all know I've been on YouTube for years. So if you can share this video, tag me in your story to let me know that you're watching. If you stay to the end, leave a cherry emoji so I know that you gang. And yeah, that's it for this video. Subscribe. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Posse out.
I'm at the top of my game. I'm who they hate. This shit come with a thing.